before the script. Now, as you are aware, yesterday we received the court orders from my Lord Justice Bahati Mwamuye, directing the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, to release number plates of Nganyas or Matatus or Matuana that had been confiscated by them following a crackdown that has been taking place since the 20th day of January 2024. Now, subsequent to the issuance of those court orders yesterday, we wrote a letter annexing the court order issued by this honorable court where we stand today, and we wrote that letter directed to the Director, Roads and Safety Authority at the NTSA, hoping against hope that today at 10 a.m. we'll be there so that they can serve us the number plates that they have already confiscated. Today, we went there in the company of our clients who are here, company of our senior, Mr. Omari, the incoming Senator of Nairobi, and we requested at around 1 p.m., actually noon, 12, requested that we get the number plates of the vehicles, the number plates that have been confiscated. Now, lo and behold, after being treated to a lot of going around, going to the 8th floor of the NTSA offices, getting conversations with a number of officers from the NTSA, we have not been successful at getting or receiving the number plates of the motor vehicles that have been confiscated. We have been taken to an office of one of the directors, waiting for a communication to be relayed between the officers serving at the NTSA so that we can get to serve our clients who are here with us, so that we can assist the NTSA in honoring the court orders or directions that were issued. But as it appears, the Director, Road and Safety of the NTSA appears to be telling us, or telling the authority of the court, utadu what will the court do in view of the court orders that were issued. It appears to us that the Director, Roads and Safety, appears to be saying that he cannot bow down to the authority of the Honorable Court, that he is larger than life, that he is not a respecter of the rule of law. That is the information, that is the message that we get to be receiving, or the message that we've been receiving from the officers at the NTSA offices. So for that reason, we have since received directions or instructions from our clients who are here that we should forthwith commence contempt of court proceedings. For we cannot be having a public officer who behaves as if he is the law, is the law unto himself, that he cannot respect the court orders that were issued by my Lord Justice Bahati Mwamuye. So tomorrow, actually this evening, we'll be filing contempt of court proceedings so that we can have him, his person, committed to civil jail for a period of 6 months. And in any event, if the court is so determined, or the court so desires to commit him to paying a fine, that fine should be payable from his own pocket, not the taxpayers' fees. So we are hoping that this will be a message to him and to other public officers. In the recent past, we have been seeing where we've been summoning even the Inspector General of Police to come to court to respond to court summons. So we shall have him summoned before this honorable court so that he can tell us why is it that he thinks that only him can be in gainful employment. Why do these people have to be borrowing for food, yet they have invested heavily in these matatus whose number plates have been confiscated? He needs to come to court and tell us why the children of these young men and women who are here cannot be feeding from the hard work of their fathers, because the motor vehicles which they depend on as a source of their livelihood cannot be given back to them as it has been ordered by the Honorable Court. So these are some of the questions that we want him to respond, because we cannot be having a state where an officer has now relegated this Republic of Kenya to a banana republic. Thank you. That should be all from me for now. Asante.
Shadrach has said much about it. My emphasis is one. There is a bigger court than the High Court at the National Transport, the NTSA. The Director General is above the law. The Director General is above court orders. The Director General, we served him with a court order. He mistakenly took it to be a tissue. We shall teach him a lesson. That is not a tissue paper. That is not a handkerchief. That is not an aesthetic paper. That is a lawful court order from a high court. We shall be moving to court immediately today, as we said, on 2 issues. To compel him and his officers in their person to pay for the losses incurred by these business people. And 2, to look for the court to convict them without an option of a fine to 6 months imprisonment. Because once the court has spoken, this country, everybody must comply with the court order. We are reading a sinister motive that these small-scale businessmen want to be edged out of business. There's a bigger plot to bring a company registered by politicians, a company registered by multinationals, to supply Nganyas in Nairobi. We shall stand with these small-scale businessmen to protect their business, so that the multinational companies that have been formed out of this country do not take their business. With time, we shall bring out who is behind the non-compliance of these court orders. And we are determined that we will move forward to defend the small-scale Kenyans who have taken loans to buy Nganyas, and they have a right to do business. Check this space tomorrow.